Are you contemplating if it's fair to expect men to provide for you? Is a local dusty or pick-me trying to guilt trip you into settling for less and helping men build? Wondering if it's fair to ask the men you're dating to pour into you? Look no further. I'm gonna share with you 50 reasons why men should pay for everything. And send it to a friend in need. Now let's get into it.
A man's body composition has greater capacity for daily labor. Our infradian rhythm, the phases, the ways our body naturally thrives through our natural cycle isn't even prioritized. We don't have a 24-day cycle like men. We don't wake up with testosterone every morning with a ton of energy to take on a day. That type of schedule, the 24-hour daily routine thing, that's centered around men. Women don't have the same amount of energy every day. The roles women naturally take on in relationships are underappreciated and unpaid labor. Cleaning, organizing, cooking, nurturing, being expected to pour into those around us nonstop. You want us to do that and then pour the remaining amount of our energy into walking into a job to help you pay the bills too? This is definitely possible and a reality for a lot of ladies, but I refuse to normalize it because it leads to depletion and ruining our essence as women long term. And then those very men who've convinced you to go 50-50 will complain about the things that they really want you to do, the things that are expected of a woman, like keeping up with our maintenance, keeping up with the home, keeping up with children, all those many duties. They will complain if you can't keep up with those duties because you literally don't have the energy to, because you have to clock in with that. It serves everyone when a woman doesn't have to clock into a job that she doesn't like, because through her having the time to pour into herself, she actually has the energy to pour into others without having to sacrifice herself. It's not sustainable having to always sacrifice your peace, your happiness, and your rest. Why set yourself up with something that's not sustainable? I'm sorry, but normal does not mean it's okay. Normal does not mean it's good for you. Sometimes we gotta shift what's normalized to work in our favor. God forbid people didn't fight to change what was normal back in the day. There would still be breeding farms treating Black women like cattle, and there would still be slavery. Men would be marrying children, and women wouldn't even have rights if we did not fight for them. There's still change that needs to be made to this day. And it's not going to change if we accept BS and normalize it. Even the Bible says in Timothy chapter 5, verse 8, if anyone does not provide for his own, and especially for those of his household, he has denied the faith and even worse than an unbeliever. There are jobs that won't even pay you for maternity leave. So if you date this man and have his child, you will still have to clock in with a baby bump if he can't fully pay the bills himself, which is extremely fucked up. Abortions are being banned, so if you're impregnated, you don't really have an option now. You don't really have a choice now but to risk your life and give birth to a whole human and devote the majority of your life towards them. Even if that dude chooses to disappear at night, it's on you. It's mostly on you. Having a man that pays for everything, you'll have free time for creation and your hobbies that make you happy. Girls just want to have fun. You can actually honor your cycle and cycle sync to optimize your productivity. You don't have to deal with harassment and being targeted at work from men and women at every job you have. As a beautiful woman, a lot of men will sexually harass you, and a lot of insecure women will do things to provoke you and spread lies to try to ruin your reputation because they can't stand your shine. You don't have to worry about all of that if you end up in that predicament when you have a provider. I've actually seen some men at work move the same grimy way as jealous women with beautiful women because they're mad they can't get a beautiful woman like you. Sometimes they're even jealous of the attention you naturally attract that they try so hard to get themselves. I've been advised by a family member to tone myself down, to not clean myself up, and to not present myself well just to fit in, so I don't have to worry about being targeted and harassed. But you cannot tone down your essence and your energy. Regardless of how you present yourself, you will have envious and insecure women who are threatened by your light in certain work environments and will make it their personal mission to try to take out your light, which is extremely depleting and can be extremely dangerous, having an envious person around you every day. As a woman who recently had her friends try to poison her because they were jealous of her. If you're pretty, men will receive more status for dating you. They'll show you off and parade you around like a nice car. So if he's not investing in you, that's absolutely wild to be bragging about something he's not even contributing to, when there's a whole line of men who will. Men need women and will stoop very low to get one, via lying, manipulating, gaslighting, breadcrumbing, impregnating, trapping, and even physically harming to get into proximity to you. The money is just insurance if he's gonna screw you over. Requiring men to invest in you will repel the brokies looking to use you and waste your time instead of value you and make your life better. And that's not me saying men with money can't use you as well, but at least men with money, men who are investing into you, aren't wasting your time for free. Men are whores and will most likely be talking to, chasing, and screwing other women while talking to you. Men collect women's numbers like Pokemon cards. So why can't you collect what's in their wallet? We can't have fun too? You'll have more time to nurture those you love by having a man who provides for it. You'll have more time to pour into your community. You can have time to start an Etsy shop and sell cool knickknacks. You can have more time to pour into your home. You can make more money by having the freedom to start your own stream of income without having to juggle another job that you're required to clock into. You can spend time gardening. I've been looking up like some fun things. I'm like really into nature. It's really fun. Like nature is really smart. And it's fun playing with it. Like you can grow medicine, real raw food that isn't covered in pesticides, and really just live, laugh, love when you're not stressing about bills. You can spend your personal money that you are making towards upgrading your personal maintenance and leveling up, like investing in a nice gym, investing in a personal trainer, higher quality makeup that complements you better clothes and wardrobe. You can put away future money for your children, not being required to go half on bills. You'll have more energy and will naturally lift people up because you don't hate your life having to clock into a job you dislike. Stress ages you faster. Stress long-term can easily turn into mental complications. Stress long-term can manifest into physical complications. And stress long-term can result in early death for women because our bodies are not meant to work every damn day. You'll have time to develop skills that benefit you, your family, and the community. You have more time to play with your pets. You have free time to try a new recipe, to make something fun, do something, switch it up, put that legit squad. With having a man that pays for everything, you have more time to network because a lot of networking events are actually during work hours. Not having to clock into work during work hours, you can make more connections for not just yourself, but the whole family. It is our specialty, or at least some of our specialty. Fostering great, strong relationships as women. You can read more and devote more time into increasing your intelligence. There are men that would pay just to smell your panties and look at your feet. And you're uncomfortable having the men you're actually sleeping with or that you will be sleeping with pay the bills. You're more playful and happy when you don't have to stress about bills. And who doesn't like a happy, playful woman? You can have time to take creative classes like art classes, karate classes, dance classes. You can learn how to bust it down on the pole for a fella. Just a little extra free time you can learn from chicks. A lot of men who need help with paying bills usually leave once that woman has spent years of her life building with him, helping him build. Many men have admitted to not even liking the woman that they're with, not even liking the woman that they married, marrying simply for the convenience of having help building, of having someone to consistently nurture them and to pass down their genes to. But you can brag about how well your man is taking care of you instead of being to vent every damn week about how he's using you and wasting your time. If he can't prove he can pay for a child, he shouldn't have access to making any because that's setting up children for poverty. That is disadvantaging not only you as a woman, but the children that you are birthing into this world. Birthing children with a man that can't even afford children. Men mature slower, so dating some of them is like dating a child. A lot of the time, it's women who are leading in the relationship, pouring most of their energy into the relationship. If you're single and independent, the real question is, what does he bring to the table? Because having a good woman is a luxury. Every man is not entitled to a woman. I see a lot of men whining about how they can't get women and how it's not easy anymore getting a woman, but it shouldn't be easy. Some men are dangerous and don't deserve to have children. There are some men who are sexually attracted to children and want kids for that very reason. If he leaves you, you've got something substantial for the time he wasted that you can never get back. He's less likely to leave you once he's invested a lot of not just time, but money into you. Not saying men with money won't leave you after investing in you. There's some men who have money to spend, like their booty cheeks with $100 bills. But to those who ain't living lavish like that, investing money, just investing anything, a man is less likely to leave you because he made not just a time investment, but a financial investment. He will be the one itching for commitment after investing in you, instead of you begging him for commitment after wasting precious years of your life waiting around for him to make a move. Men, you can have time to create immaculate patatas. I don't know, it's just a really nice dish that takes forever, and yeah, you can have time to do that. If he can't hold it down now and you accept that, there's nothing pushing him to be better. As women, we have the power to inspire men to be better by not accepting their worst. You definitely can wait around and have faith that he'll change, and maybe he will, but if he doesn't change, you can't get mad at him because by dating that current version of him, by accepting that current version of him, sleeping with that current version of him, having children with this current version of him as a mess, you are showing him that him as a mess is acceptable to you. Or else, why would you be dating that current version of him? Thinking on changing a man is an absolute waste of time. Please stop. Those are my 50 reasons why men should pay for everything. Let me know if I missed one of those reasons in the comments. I'm pretty sure there's like 50 more. We can go at it. We could do a part 2.